Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
I'm here, Gary Morgan here with Michigan Great Lakes Sports Publications. So anyway, and Michigan Runner News anyway. Well, we're here at the MOA Museum World Athletics Indoor Athletics Exhibition Kyojo Porzim 26, which was really put into two-run Poland. Anyway, many former champions, Ashton Eaton, Brian Eaton, Stefan Holm, Maria Matola, many of the Valerie Adams, El Garu, former indoor world champions and Olympians, won Olympic medals, a combination of things. These were former champions here at this meet. This is getting around the 30th time of this World Championship. We have a collection of memorabilia here, and Eamon Coughlin, world probably greatest indoor mile runner of all time, but we're showcasing the Polish athletes since we are in Poland. Piotr Michalski, discus thrower, outdoors. Helena Kopatik, she's 1928 champion in the discus. Here's one of their great runners, Jennie Kozinski, a 32 Olympic champion, 10,000 meter run. Went back a long ways. They've had World Youth Championships in Bodskik and like I said, spikes from a long time ago. That's what's great about this exhibit. You see what athletes wore, and they donate. These are all donated items. Many of the athletes donate their bib numbers, their outfit they wore when they won the championship. We have Stacy Dragila, world champion in her day. They said we got some stuff here from the Budapest World Championships. That was in '89, a long time ago. And then they just held the World Outdoor Championships in '23. Here we have some other Polish champion, Zofia Bilecki, 1980 European champion, 60 hurdles, and Pia Sosika in 2025, last World Indoor Champion. She won at the 60 meter hurdles. So, to 45 years of difference, and still, like I said, they are still producing champions here in Poland. Poland is big in track. They've done a lot, but we have a lot of great athletes who've run this meet. We got El Garu, his number right there, and the shirt that he wore. A variety of people here. Jonathan Edwards, the great triple jumper, did that in Glasgow. Here's great high jumper, Holm. I never know who he was. They have some of the medals from some of the previous. And so this is what's cool, is the timeline, the indoor athletics timeline, 1970 to 2025. What's interesting here, it started in when they first started having indoor championships, European championship, and that was in the Austrian capital, Vienna, in 1970. But let's move here to right in Michigan. 1983, the first NCAA U.S. Collegiate Indoor for women held in the venue for both the men's and women's championships, being held at the Pontiac Silverdome in Michigan. This is with men and women competing. It was always at Cobo Hall, but then they moved it out to the Silverdome, which is no longer. But that was great that it was the first, and I remember going to that, not as an athlete, but as a spectator, and to see it being held right there in Pontiac, Michigan. But like I said, many championships and world records set on this timeline. Lots of it in the Melrose Games. I did a lot of indoor walks. That was 18,000 spectators came in 1980 to the Melrose Games in Madison Square Garden. Carl Lewis goes 8.79 world record in New York, the 27th of January 1984. You know, world records are formally recognized by what was then the IAAF, now it's World Athletics. Eamon Coughlin won his 7th Wanamaker Melrose Games in 1987. 85, the World Indoor Championship in France. Budapest, Hungary, which just held the Outdoor Championships in 23, held the second edition of the World Indoor Championships in 1989. And Mikhail Shennikov won the walk with a 18:27. He went on to win a silver medal in the 50K walk in 1996. Kerry Saxby, another great walker in the 3K. That's when they had the indoor walk. They dropped it soon afterward. Dan O'Brien, when he was doing the heptathlon indoors. Like I said, Sergei Bubka, the great pole vaulter, 17th world, cleared 6.15 in his hometown. Like I said, they moved all these around, and he puts up records up here that weren't just at the World Championship. In 1993, just a little ways from Michigan, it was the first to feature multi-events in 1990, and the medley relay. And once again, it was the last to feature walks. So in 93, it ended with doing the race walks. And Mikhail Shennikov won his 4th consecutive 5,000 meter race walk. And Dan O'Brien sets a heptathlon world record of 64.76. So, oh, now this was a big one. Michael Johnson becomes the first man to run 400 in under 45 seconds in Reno in 1995. So, like I said, here's all the different places. They've had Toronto, Barcelona, Paris, and Lisbon. You know, they've run down the list here. It was in Japan. It was in, let me see, they've got Birmingham, England, Budapest once again in 2004, Moscow 2006. But let's look here at the great shot putter from Thomas Miletsky. He was 2004 and 2008 Olympic shot put champion. I remember watching him. He was a machine, and he could toss that shot a long ways. And we'll just continue on here. Valencia, Spain held the championships. Doha, they did the outdoor championships. Once Istanbul did the indoor champ 2012. I went to that one. In 2010, it went to Doha. I went to there as a team coordinator. Sopot, that was over here in Poland, and I'm not sure where that's at, but another Poland's hosted this many times. Portland, Oregon, the first time. It was, well, not the first time, but it's in Portland, Oregon. So that was kind of cool. Birmingham, England again. But like I said, the whole list here of all they are. And now I went to the one in Glasgow, helping out with the MOA Museum. And this time here, we are now in Poland, 2 in Poland. And it's back in Poland after just 12 years. And so it's back in. They are good at hosting this. But here, lots more memorabilia from former athletes. Some more Polish athletes here. We have Marian Rowan, 5-time indoor champion, 60 meters. But then we also have the Iwa Soba, 2019 indoor champion in the 60 meters. They're big on the weight throws here. They've done really well over the years. Simon Solitsky, 2001 world champion up in Edmonton, and Paula Vrecek, 5-time world champion in the hammer throw. They've done a lot of, they are big in throwing the hammers and shots here. And here's Brian Krauser's jersey he donated to the museum. But here is what I love here. Robert Korzenowski, one of the greatest race walkers of all time. He was 4-time Olympic champion and 3-time world race walking champion. He won a lot of races. He was a machine in his day. And then in 1980, Olympic and world record holder in the pole vault was Wojciech Swiecki, and he's from Poland, 1980 Olympic champion. Here is the medal they are going to be awarding. The winners, top 3, get a medal. So those are the medals we're going to be giving out here. And over here, we've got a couple of women runners. And once again, they're plenty fast, but times have not changed a lot in the short races. Irina Zolotska has set the world record at 49:28 at the 76 Olympics. Right here, Natalia Buczewicka from Poland was the Rome 2024 European and 400 meter national record for them, 48:98. Time has not changed much on the short distance, but you've only got a few seconds to change. But really hasn't changed much because really you've only got a short amount of distance. And like I said, they haven't changed much. If they've changed, it's because of technology. And once again, the women throwers here have always been good. Kamila Soletska of Sydney, 2000 Olympic champion in the hammer throw, and Anita Wolecka from Poland, 3-time Olympic and 4-time world champion of the hammer throw. So they are big on the throws here in Poland. Here are some more of the Polish world athletic champions. Mashiba, Sebastian Omar, heptathlon winner in '99. Sopot, 2014. 2 meters equal national record. She won in 2014. Kamala Lewicko. And then they won a sprint race, beat the Americans in 2018, the 4x400 and world record of 3:01.77. This foursome, they won and set the world record in 2018 of 3:01. And in Birmingham, 800 meter winner, 1:47, Adam Kozat. And in Lisbon, they won once again the 4x400 relay. Right here, there they are, another Polish quartet who won the 4x400. Up on the wall up here is pretty cool. There's probably close to 100 jersey of national teams up there. That's pretty cool. They're probably over 100. A bunch have been donated, some are on loan, but there's probably a good 100 national jerseys up on the wall. This is a great exhibit. Here is the mascot for the World Championships here, the Aflac Duck, I call them. And 1964 Olympic champion. This is Teresa Sipley from 1964. I don't know who this young man is because they've hit his name. And 1960 Olympic champion, the 3,000 steeple, Zetsa Kozekwa. So this is it. This is the whole exhibit, but we have one more thing here. We love the jumps. The world high jump record from Ukraine, set in Paris, the 7th of July. These are, so you get an estimation of how high they are jumping. She set the, like I said, at the, just a meet before the Olympics, the 7th of July. Women's pole vault record. It's 5:06, it's about 16 feet. And a Russian in 2009, almost 16 feet. And these are women's world records, high jump and pole vault. So this is the men's, a record that is now over 33 years old. Javier Stoudemire did it in Spain in July of '93 and is still to hold the record at 2.45 meters. It's over 8 feet high. And of course, the great Mondo Duplantis, competing every week and setting a new record, moves it up by just a millimeter or a centimeter at a time. But he just, this is last when they first did the official world record. Other ones have not been ratified. But it was at the Tokyo World Track and Field Championships just last September, 6.30 meter. That's around 20 feet high. So this is a great exhibit here. People love just coming, looking at it, and then here is their little mascot, another one called Ruby. So he's their IAAF mascot. Looks like a raccoon. So anyway, this is the whole exhibit. It's out here at the two-run mall, which is always a good spot. People just walk through it and check it out. But this is always a great exhibit, and the founder of this, who's put his heart and soul into it, Chris Turner, is retiring. He's been working at IAAF, World Athletics. He was communications director, a few other things, and he's retiring. And so it's going to be time for somebody else to take it over. I hope I am still invited back to be part of this great exhibit. If they hire the guy who's been working on it to take over, I believe I will still be back coming to these. The next World Championship is just next summer. I'm not sure where, but it's going to be, like I said, not get some press pass, but it's great being here at Two-Run Poland at the World Indoor Track and Field Championships. And I hope everybody likes what we have going on. This is a beautiful mall, got some flowers, so it's always at a nice place where people like it.